How you guys doing today, Toon family? This is Webtoon King, and today we'll be talking about Kagura Bachi Chapter 4. We're going back to where the chapter ended off with the main character squaring off with the, villain, and he has the orphan as a hostage. The first thing the main character is thinking about is how to save the orphan. I guess her name is Chair or something. I don't know how to say her name. Chair, and he's thinking of that, and then figure out the villain connection to Enchanted Blade. So at least, even though he has the revenge thing going on, he's thinking about saving people before his connection with finding the blades. The first thing he used to attack Black, and I said this chapter 1. Black looked like a long range and attack because he cussed that black thing the villain has that is holding the hostage. So he's able to cut it from far away. He calls out Shiba. Shiba teleports. I love teleport abilities. He teleports and saves Char. I'm just gonna call her Orphan Kid. And you just see a scene of Shiba and the Shiba and the orphan girl in the car, and I love this ability. And Shiba is kind of confused on why she's not like passing out and everything. And then the orphan girl is like, I guess she's interested in sorcery, so Shiba told her she can practice it. That she can learn it, and that it use spiritual energy. That power source is basically life source. It's like within every human being, and that's what they call spirit energy. Then we go back to the main character versus the villain. He's basically mad, and the main character says, "Hey, hang over the kid." He said, "Only say this once, hang the kid over," basically. And the main character is like, "Sorry, nah, I got my own priorities." And they go back to fighting. Shiba is just basically explaining to the little kid his ability. I'm gonna say word for word what they say. The Enchanted Blade amplifies the spirit energy inside a person, and it whips it up with such a hyper concentration form that the human body can no longer contain it. Once it's exposed, it takes on a shape. You can say that the goldfish is a mass of energy far greater than what a sorcerer can muster alone. So basically it's saying, because I was trying to figure out what the villain was, but I'm kind of slow, so the villain's using sorcery, but swords is special. It's like, I guess 7, was it 6 or 7? Yeah, I think it's 7 or 8. The main character got the 8 or 7 unconfirmed blade. So it's basically saying that the sword is like, it's like an amp, and you can just see the main character using Black. Like I said, it's a long range attack. This is when the main villain realized that the main character is using the Enchanted Blade. And the main character is like, "Where's the other swords?" And the villain's kind of playing around, and the main character is kind of like asking like, "Where's your boss?" And the villain basically say, "Hey, you're supposed to defeat me before asking questions like that." So I like this. The villain started to sense the kid, and he's basically like yelling like messed up stuff about how people try to protect her before, like her mom dying while protecting her. Like, he's basically like just saying this so she can come out and get captured again. And he's basically like, "Don't forget you're all alone." So he's kind of making all this messed up phrases and statements so she can get out. And then he just blew up a building, and then the main character used red. So at first I didn't understand what this ability does. I really didn't understand. I was confused on what it does. But basically Shiba says in later down the chapter, said the power of red isn't just for defense. It absorbs and sees ownership. Now, so basically he's able to kind of copy the abilities, I guess. And I remember the first chapter that said the red one was amazing, the black one was good fortune, and the double color one is special. So I'm trying to figure out what the special one's gonna do. If the red one can take ownership of sorcery's abilities, and this is kind of amazing. I like abilities that can copy, even though it's OP. So they basically just fight this whole chapter. At the end, the villain kind of have him rope up, and then this is when you learn that he can like kind of copy people's sorceries with their sword. You see the main character turn the blade around and say red, invincible. So this is when I noticed invincible is the phrase the villain use to uses explosions and stuff. So I don't know if the main character had to know the phrase the villains use or the phrase of sorceries to use the ability, or he could just copy and automatically in his head know what the phrase he got to say is. But I like this. I like this ability. So the first one is long range, black. Second one is red, ability to play defense and copy abilities. So I love that. So you basically defeat him right there. Him and the orphan kid kind of have a banter, but the orphan kid is like short clapping and saying congrats. And he said, "You're worthy of protecting me." And the main character is like, "I thought you were pending this." And he just like tell her basically, "I'm gonna help you because we got common going and stuff." And at the end, you just see the main character grab the villain, pull him up, and ask him where the boss is. And this is when we learned the enchanted blade of the cloud. What's his name? The name of the blade is called. It's called Cloud Gorger, I think that's what it was called. And that's how the chapter basically ends. I like this chapter a lot. We're getting more into the abilities of his swords, and it's interesting. Hopefully this don't get axed. I gotta say this every chapter because Troner Jump love action stuff. So once we get a little more about his abilities, I might do like a video on it. Hope you guys like the video. Subscribe. Have fun. Toon family. Pass the message down. I'm trying to get more famous. If I have anything I can improve on, put it in the comment section. Have a nice day.